I've got to go to another female again. She's younger though. She didn't, bless her heart. Definitely could have had a few more years ahead of her. I do want to go around middle age with this woman, and it's not unexpected. It is and it isn't. So it sounds very contradictory in how I describe this. So it's almost like there was a preparation for understanding that she was going to pass, but it still feels unexpected, especially because it sounded like we were getting, I say we, meaning her, that we were getting good news from being it there. It looks like things were on the up, and then it turned out to be different. And I don't know if she necessarily had cancer, but I am hearing an acknowledgement of that. So if she did not, somebody else connected to her did. But for some reason, I'm hearing about this, okay? With her, I do feel really woozy before she passes. So either she's highly medicated for what she's going through, or this is a wooziness of a side effect of something else that I experienced with her. Because I just feel a lot of pressure around my head, and I feel, if you've taken a sleep aid or something, that's what I feel like with her. I do feel up and down emotionally with her too. So I feel like what she's experiencing and going through is really hard on her mental state and emotional state. So there's a lot of struggle there with her. And I don't know if she couldn't communicate before she passed, but I feel like I'm trying to say something and either my words are slurring or I just can't put words together for some reason. So there's an issue there too. And it was really tough when she passed because there was a birthday right around when she passed as well. So that made it really difficult to feel like you could celebrate, But lovely lady, and I feel like she came into a place of acceptance. So she knew she was going to pass. It just feels like I feel if I'm her. So sometimes I describe things as if I'm that person. I feel so tired. And that's what I feel like where she was at. I was just so tired. She's like, I'm so tired. I was just so tired. She was ready to go. It was just really tough it was tougher to stay than it was to leave. And it was by no means connected to anyone that she was tired. It was just her body. She was done. She was ready to go. And it's totally understandable as to why. But before I go any further, do you recognise this woman, please?
I do.
Thank you. Was it cancer, sorry? There's something else that was like...
something else.
Okay. It reminds me of cancer because...
It was similar.
Yeah, because it feels like it's a deterioration that spreads. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Are you okay if I keep going?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Was her mobility affected as well at the end? Because I feel like I'm having difficulty with my movements, with my back and walking. And I feel like there's something is affecting her kidney as well at some point. I feel like her kidney was working really hard to keep her going, by the way.
Honestly, I didn't speak to her for the last 3 months before she passed, so...
Gotcha, so that made it...
So I don't know the specifics.
Yeah, that's okay. Do you understand the wooziness? Yeah, okay.
I understand that. She had a lot of health issues.
Yeah. Her blood had to be tested quite frequently, she said. There was stuff going on with her blood as well. And it does feel like her liver and her kidneys were struggling. And it does feel like a bit of a breakdown of the body is what this, like I said, a bit of a deterioration is what she's feeling. But there were things, I don't know if things were missed medically that could have been done, but I almost feel like...
I think they were.
Right, because it felt like she shows me she's on this path, like, oh, there's hope, and it looks like it's going to improve, and then it doesn't. You understand?
I do.
Where does the Michael link come in, please? Where's the name of Michael come in? Sometimes I'll just get names get thrown in, sorry.
I don't know, that might have been her dad's name.
Okay, put that to the side for me, okay? And do you understand this feeling? I don't know if you've seen this, but where she feels like she's just tired and she's just...
Yeah.
She doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like she wanted everyone to see her either. I feel like she was trying to be protective, not wanting others to be around to see her in that way, if you understand that.
I do.
She thought she was being protective.
I think that's why she didn't contact me the last 3 months.
Yeah.
Are there Kleenex over here?
I've got some.
I'm
I've
sorry.
got-
I normally have some, but I'm
Oh,
out.
fine.
I apologize.
And I'm sorry, I'm
No, this
weeping
is
like a baby.
no, this is normal. That's normally I have tissues. So thank you for the reminder. um, do you know if her? You know how I mentioned. Do you know if her brain was also being affected by this? By the way.
She suffered depression, and she had
That's
had
the
a
up and down.
and she did have a stroke 10 years prior.
Okay.
And
So
so she had speech when you were talking about
the
this,
slurring.
She had to relearn to speak again.
that may be why I'm feeling the connection to the brain, because I feel pressure in the brain, and so that's perhaps where
Yeah,
that
she-
correlation is
And
there.
she always felt like she was never at the cognitive level she once was. 'Cause
Right.
She was highly educated.
Yeah. I feel like, there's a lot of sweetness with her. There's a lot of loving that she has to give. She had her own trauma like a lot of people do, that she couldn't help. There's stuff with her own mum. I don't know if you would be aware of that. That was difficult to deal with. And then, by the way, a name just popped in. Where's the CH name, like Charles come in, the CH name? Any idea? Put that to the side. Could be connected on her side somewhere. But I feel like she was one that would try and put on a brave face and just get on with it. And then it almost feels like things kept building up health-wise. And it does. It definitely feels like things were missed medically. And sometimes there are things that are easily missed, that you don't catch until later. But I just feel like she was going up and down, and she just didn't want others to see her when she was in that down state. She really didn't want others to see her that way. Was she communicating though through a friend to you? That she shows me another female that she's communicating with and is updating you.
She wasn't, but after she passed, it was that mutual friend that contacted me, informed me.
Right. Okay.
And so, we organized the funeral together.
She showed me that link of how that anchor created that communication even after she had passed. And you understand the birthday that was going on, that the birthday right around her past date as well, you understand?
It was before it, but yeah.
Right, that's what I mean around it. Yeah, around the past date. And somebody has got her name engraved, her initials or name engraved somewhere. But not like a headstone, this is something else. Somebody may have got...
Yeah, I know what that is.
You know what that is? And then somebody either may have got a tattoo with the day that she passed or a day of her birthday connected somewhere.
That's not me.
Okay, you'd have to ask about that. She keeps taking off a necklace and handing it over. I don't know if there's a niece for her, if there's not a daughter to her, but she wants to make sure a younger female received a necklace of hers. I don't know if you would know about that, to be honest.
That I do.
Yeah, that's okay. If it comes up and you speak to someone later, they might be able to clarify that for you. Would you understand why she would be saying to you, I'm sorry to have been harsh with you?
I'm sorry, you what?
She said, I'm sorry to have been harsh with you.
Yeah, I know what that's about.
Um,
We were married, and
yeah.
she regretted it afterwards, but she initiated the divorce.
There was so much more going on than, say, you and what was going on between you and her,
I know.
Because she shows me her storyline of, the situation with her mum that really affected her. I don't know, had she gone through abuse prior? Whether it be psychological or otherwise, do you know?
Psychological, possibly.
Yeah, because I feel like that affected her mindset on a lot of things. It made her feel very insecure in regards to the relationship between you both.
Yeah, not physical abuse.
Right, yeah, but you understand the psychological.
I do.
And do you understand too, she's telling me that she would sometimes, when she would get into that insecurity or she'd feel triggered, it would get projected onto you.
I dealt with it well, though.
Yeah. And so she said it wasn't fair on you, she said. And you kept trying to rescue her, though. You understand?
I loved her.
Yeah. And she knows that you kept trying. Even when she gave you a push, you kept trying. It wasn't enough to push you away. And really it came down to the fact that she had her own demons, so to speak, that she hadn't dealt with. And if she had healed, I feel like you guys probably would have had a better go of it all.
We would have.
Yeah. But she's saying, I never meant to hurt you. She's acknowledged she just couldn't be even there for herself. She couldn't be there for herself. Do you know, before she got sick, that if she had those kind of dark and heavy thoughts at times?
Yeah, she suffered from depression. And
Yeah.
was always on antidepressants.
Because sorry to interrupt again, but I definitely feel like there was always an idea of that she might go sooner than when she did because of these thoughts that she had. And I don't like the chemical reaction of what was in her body, though. So other than antidepressants, there must have been something else she was taking. Because it feels like there's a bit of a cocktail in her body.
Yeah, there was a lot of drugs.
Yeah. So, and sorry again, but quite often what I see is when people are on multiple medications, it really messes with us big time. It changes the whole chemical and structure in the body. So I do feel like there were things that she was given for treatment that weren't working, to be honest, as well. Was she trying to write for a while in a journal, do you know? Yeah. And did she leave something behind, though? Was there a journal she left? Did you still have something?
If there was, her house got cleaned out before.
Oh. I feel like so maybe it will find its way to you at some point later, but I feel like somebody held on to something. If not yourself, then somebody else did.
Then I will contact Leo and see if he does have a journal.
She loves you dearly, and she's really sorry. She said, I'm sorry for breaking your heart. I really feel like, she just didn't, I don't think she could have been present for anybody. That's what I feel stuck with. If I feel like her, I feel stuck, and I feel like I'm unable to open up fully, you know?
No, I was lucky I got her to open up as much as I did.
Yeah. I'm sorry for getting personal here. Was there ever a miscarriage, please?
No.
What's with a pregnancy, but I see a pregnancy not making it?
She was already past menopause when we got together.
So this is probably before your time.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
She was never a mother. If she lost a child, she never told me about it. It was too traumatic, probably.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's a lot of trauma there. I think the psychological abuse that she experienced was the thing that really knocked her backwards.
Yeah, her first husband was a real piece of work.
And so, she just, like a lot of people, she wasn't able to heal all the way through that. But she did say, thank you for saving me. Because even though she's gone, she does feel like that's what you did. Okay? She will play music in the car, by the way. She'll put on a song for you in the car, whether it's on the radio or something. But she messes with audios. She messes with music a lot. So if you walk into a cafe or restaurant and you'll hear a song that is familiar, then that's her, FYI. And she is trying to communicate through dreams. She does come around to visit at night time. Okay, thank you, because she said you need help sleeping.
I know.
Okay? So she comes around to try and help you with that. She's definitely happier now. She's free of everything, and of course she would be in that world. Was her dad also on the other side, please? Do you know if her father's on the other side?
Not as of a year and a half ago. He was still alive. Her birth father, or blood father,
is on the other side.
The one that raised her is on the other side, but not the one that was her biological.
That's okay, because she said father is on the other side, so this is her way of saying that they're together. Yeah. And there's been a lot of reuniting with her too, and a lot of healing since she's crossed on the other side. And you still hold on to a picture of hers though, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so she wants to share her appreciation for that. And whose birthday? There's a birthday coming up in the spring, she said, that we need to celebrate. Who's got a March, April birthday?
That's me.
So then she said we need to celebrate. Okay, so she's going to be around to help you celebrate that.
Okay.
And were you going to go on a camping trip or some kind of wilderness trip? Because she shows me you going on something outdoorsy. whether it's fishing, camping, I'm not sure.
Every year I try to get up the mountains. We have a cabin up there. But
Oh.
I don't have a specific plan right now.
Well, I think she's telling you to take a trip.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. She's good. She wants to give you her love. She's coming over to give you a hug as well. I should take care of that hip. Did you hurt your hip? Okay. Watch where you walk and take care of that hip.
Okay.
Okay? Know that she's happy and she's good now. She feels like she's in a safe space mentally and emotionally as well, of course, as well as physically. But she'll keep coming around to give signs, and just notice the music again, because that's a lot of how she's communicating. And she is listening. And she knows that when you ask her sometimes about why she left, you understand? And she's trying to communicate with you, and she's letting you know it really... It didn't matter if it was you or somebody else. She always felt like not everyone could understand her. So it was a lot of projection, as I said, but she wants you to know that she loves you dearly and she appreciates all that you did for her. Okay? And even the memoriam that you did you put a bunch of photographs together as well?
Video.
A video? Because I see a lot of images, like a lot of them.
Well, it was...
Clips.
Part of it was a slideshow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I put a video together.
So she says, thank you for doing that. That meant a lot that you did that for her. And thank you for picking the good ones. So she's coming over to give you a hug, and she's going to help you with continue to heal your heart space. She wants you to get out there and get sociable. So you need to start socializing.
I know, everybody's telling me that.
She's telling you too. Sorry to be a broken record.
Okay.
But she's going to inspire you, which is probably why she's telling you to go outside and get out on the trip and get in nature, because she knows that's healthy for you. She knows that helps you a lot. And there's somebody that was going to invite you to, or has already invited you to an event. I don't know if you've said yes to it yet, with some friends. And so she's recommending that you go. So if you haven't received that invitation yet, when you do.
Okay.
All right. So I promise you I'm okay now. She really is. She's good. Okay? She'll be back. She'll come see you. She's going to come back and check in on things. Oh. Did she always want to paint, do you know?
Yes, I have one of her paintings hanging up.
Because she said, I'm painting again.
Good.
Yeah, she's been painting on the other side. And she's helping other people that have crossed, by the way. She's helping people that have suffered with depression. She's helping those on the other side that have crossed or made the choice to cross. Because she had those thoughts in the past. So she's helping those.
She had them, but I tried to
get
rid of them.
Yeah, you did all you could do, you know. But so again, she says thank you. She's blowing kisses, so I know that means she's getting ready to step back and go to the other side. Her dad's waiting for her. Obviously the dad that raised her is waiting for her, and she'll come back around. They're always visiting, I promise you. I know the timer went. I didn't get a chance to go to everybody. There was more people there, but my timer tells me it's time to close up the doorway to spirit. Before I close the door, I know there was like 2 other people there, but there is a bigger dog with dark fur that just walked over, by the way.
Dusk.
Okay, the dog comes around all the time to keep you company. Okay. Did you have outside bowls and inside bowls for this dog?
No.
Why do I see this dog for like drinking water outside? There wasn't like a dish outside?
Temporarily, I put one out there.
Ah, okay, because it just showed me going in and out of the house. Did it have a tendency to have a really strong tail or knock things?
Yes.
Because the dog was just walking around like, I'm like, watch my table because the thing fell out. This dog can easily knock anything over. But this dog's super happy to see you as well. And that dog comes around and sleeps on your bed at night.
I have felt things like that.
Yeah.
Then I just chalk it up to, no, you're hallucinating.
You're not, I swear to God, you're not crazy. You're good.
Just like, that's why I was wondering if I could ask them something. About a month ago, I felt my ex-wife give me a kiss.
Trust it. Trust it, honestly.
And then I thought, no, I'm just crazy.
You're speaking to someone that speaks to dead people every day. I swear to God, you're not crazy. Trust what you feel and you experience and what you see. I always try and tell people that because we do doubt it because that's how we've been raised because it's not.
Yeah,
it's not tangible, right?
It felt real, but then my logic goes, no, you're just imagining.
I swear to God, you're not imagining it. If you felt it, and that here's a sign, and to know when spirit is coming around. If you suddenly start thinking about them or feel something about them, that's a big sign of that presence coming into your space. It's so subtle, excuse me, but it's very strong. But yeah, but I'm going to close that door and let your dog go too, because your dog doesn't want to hang out here too long.
Okay.
That dog is like constantly on the move. But I want to say thank you to loved ones in spirit. Thank you for coming through today. And I really hope you've both enjoyed the reading today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope we got some of the people that you wanted to hear from. And know there was a lot more. You got a lot of people though on the other side.
I've lost a lot.
Yeah. And before I quickly close, but did you know anyone by Fred? Name of Fred, by the way? No one outside of family through work?
I don't really know Fred.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, just keep that in mind. Might be connect if you go to work and you know somebody at work that lost someone by the name of Fred or Frederick, something like that, then you'll find out.
Okay.
Sometimes people come in through other people. But thank you for letting me read for you.
Thank you.
No problem.